In today's video, we have a quick update on when the PlayStation 5 could potentially be revealed. That goes for the Xbox Series X as well. Both reveals are currently planned for the month of May, according to a brand new rumor originating from Video Game Chronicles, and Daniel Ahmad, analyst, also added some insight on what to expect going forward amidst everything going on right now. And also, want to highlight a pretty notable PC title making the transition to PlayStation 4 tomorrow in the survival game Stranded Deep. It's been received pretty well on PC in its early access form, but it will be headed to the PlayStation 4 come tomorrow, and we'll give that a mention in just a little bit. First up, I know a lot of you guys are dying for new PlayStation 5 updates. Well, E3 is usually when the big gaming announcements are to be made, but with the cancellation of this year's edition due to everything going on, Sony and Microsoft have shifted their plans regarding the PS5 and Xbox Series X reveals. Now, Sony was never going to attend E3, however, I would have to imagine that they were going to do some sort of event around that time and cash in their own way. A few hours ago, Nico Partners analyst Daniel Ahmad revealed that a lot of planned reveals have been moved around this week of E3, and that's when a lot of the reveals were supposed to take place. Some are happening earlier than June, while others will still happen on the E3 week or even a little bit later. However, a lot of things are currently a little bit fluid, and things are changing on a week-by-week basis depending on how things turn out. So you really can't expect anything super concrete, but a lot of ideas on when things are going to be revealed. Ahmad specifically tweeted out, with E3 canceled, a lot of the planned reveals and announcements have been moved out of that single week. Some are now much earlier, others much later, some still during E3 week. Of course, the first proper next-gen console/game showcase is much earlier too, so if it's much earlier than E3, that can only mean one thing. It's either going to happen at the end of this month or in the month of May, given that E3 was scheduled to be in early June, and Ahmad is suggesting much earlier than early June. You would have to think it would be sometime in early to mid-May. Ahmad added, "This is the one time I will actually add a caveat for the last sentence in this case, as we are living through an unprecedented situation, and this is the one time where external factors with everything going on could actually change plans right at the last minute, but we'll see." And again, that's what you really have to ascertain when talking about this. This is a very, very fluid situation. Things can be planned right now, but they can change at the drop of a dime if something else crazy happens. We just don't know, and there's a lot of uncertainty going on right now, but a lot of these publishers and developers, you would have to think, have tentative plans in place for when they want to reveal their games. Following those tweets by Ahmad, Video Game Chronicles reported that a source with knowledge of Sony's plans confirmed that PlayStation 5's big reveal is currently planned for May, and VGC is usually on point, noting one person with knowledge of Sony's plan told VGC that the company was recently planning to hold its significant PlayStation 5 reveal in May. However, the firm has recently seen everything going on disrupt its plan, including the release of The Last of Us 2, and it's unclear whether it will go ahead with its original marketing plan. So Last of Us 2 getting pushed back does kind of change a lot of things. We still are unsure about Ghost of Tsushima's release, but one would have to think, do you really want to do the big PlayStation 5 rollout prior to the big release of two major PlayStation 4 exclusives? I honestly don't think it makes a big difference at the end of the day. We had the release of The Last of Us Part 1 well after the big reveal of the PS4, so in this case, I just think with Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima, those games are highly anticipated. It's not like because the PS5 is coming out, people are suddenly going to forget those games are coming out. If anything, it's just the financial turmoil a lot of people are going through is going to limit them from buying every single game that's coming out, and maybe even limit them from buying the PlayStation 5 itself, especially at a $550 price point, but that is something completely uncontrollable by Sony at this point, and I think sooner rather than later, you do have to get the ball rolling on the PS5 reveal, especially if the console is going to come out at the end of this year. Remember, with the PS4, they did a big reveal in the month of February prior to its release in November, and then you had another significant reveal in the month of June during E3. That's two big reveals. At this point, all we have is a controller and some details about hardware. We don't know any games, we don't know a lot of information about the game, and now we're at the end of April, and you would think a lot of that information should be trickling out. Hopefully in May, we get a lot more clarity about the console, but I feel like we've been saying that for a little bit now. Microsoft, on the other hand, is also planning an Xbox Series X reveal alongside a digital E3 showcase. It's been claimed Microsoft is planning reveals for May in addition to a digital E3 showcase, which matches with what VGC has been told. Again, take everything with a little bit of a grain of salt. Even if these are tentative plans right now, the situation currently is super fluid and things can change at the drop of a dime, but right now, do expect the PS5 to have a significant reveal in the month of May, as well as the Xbox Series X. Alright, moving on from that, I do also want to note to you guys, Stranded Deep lands on PS4 tomorrow. This kind of came out of nowhere in the sense that I wasn't aware that the game was dropping tomorrow, but nonetheless, Build, Survive, Explore, and now Escape and Stranded Deep available on PS4 for the first time starting tomorrow. Sam Edwards, co-founder of Beam Team, noted on the PlayStation blog, "We're very excited to announce Stranded Deep is coming to PS4 for the first time tomorrow. As a player, you take on the role of a plane crash survivor stranded in the Pacific Ocean. You'll explore exotic underwater and island environments as you hunt for supplies to craft the tools, weapons, and shelter you'll need to stay alive. You'll experience crazy encounters against sharks, giant squid, and other sea creatures, defend against attacks on land from wild boar, snakes, and other native threats. Hunger, thirst, and exposure will work against you as you brave the elements. It shouldn't be and it won't be easy, but if you survive through it all, you can in fact escape. This is something players haven't been able to do before, so be the first." He continued, noting, "On a personal note, when we picked up the controller to play the final approved PS4 build the other night, it was surreal. This is our passion project and first console game finally coming to life. We've been working on this game for over 5 years now, a couple of guys out of Brisbane, Australia that had jobs in other industries before, but we love games and we wanted to build something we thought would be fun and people would like to play. Following the closure of the previous publisher we had been partnering with, we brought back the console rights so that we could publish it ourselves along with the support of industry friends and the community. It's been an incredible, crazy journey to finish what we started, and in these crazy times, we try to keep stuff in perspective, that people are safe and healthy, and we hope that you enjoy playing and preserving in this game as much as we enjoyed preserving and making it stay strong and continue on." Nice words from Beam Team's co-founder and Sam Edwards there. Really appreciate that. As far as the reception of this game on PC, it's been relatively positive. All-time reviews, remember, this is an early access game. 23,164 reviews, 74% positive, but what paints a better picture is the recent reviews. 556 Steam user reviews, and 80% of those are positive. So the game has been doing rather well, and it is one of the more notable games on PC that has been always, like, one of the notable titles that has always been talked about and featured, so nice to see it come to PS4 as well. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X reveals are planned for the month of May. The situation is very fluid right now, but stay locked to everything, and I do imagine sooner rather than later we do have to hear something. I mean, the PS5, more so than the Xbox Series X, we've hardly heard anything about, but we've seen Sony decides to snap their fingers and reveal something as small as a logo, or as something a little bit more significant as the DualSense controller, and everything goes ablaze and everybody's talking about it. So I don't think it's an issue that they're not talking about the PlayStation 5 a lot at this point. I just think when they do drop information, it's going to be the word in the gaming community, and it's going to be everywhere. And Stranded Deep, formerly on PC, now arrives on PS4 tomorrow. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.